Hello, my people. Welcome to Charities Bubble USA, your number one channel. I am right here. It's 2 a.m. in the morning, and I woke up. I was like, I have to do a video. I want to talk about what is trending right now in Kenya about that athlete, that unfortunate little girl. I'll call her little. She's only 25 years old, so I still feel bad. She's so young. She had life ahead of her. She had so much ahead of her. She was successful, and her life has just been cut short by a man. First of all, is just to pass my condolences to the family members. It's such a blow. It's such quite a loss. But I want to look at it in another different way and maybe try to talk about it and just give my thoughts on what I think about that. This is Charities Babu USA, your number one channel where we talk about facts, we talk about green card, we talk about what is going on around us. So thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for liking my videos. Thank you for being there. I really appreciate, even in my live shows, if you have been there on my live shows, I really, really appreciate your time. And we are going to continue to learn more. We are going to continue to learn more ways. So please give this video a thumbs up. I'm just going to give my thoughts about a marriage or relationships because I have been married for close to 2 decades. And I can say a thing or two about a marriage. So you find that when trouble starts in a marriage, or when a death happens in a marriage, sometimes there are those red flags that spouses ignore. And maybe if you are a victim in a marriage, you find that you always tell yourself that it's going to be okay, everything will be fine. Even if you see that some things are not going right, you still say that it is going to be fine. But at the end of the day, it doesn't get fine. What happens is that things continue to become worse. So, for example, let's assume that that person was coming in home early, or maybe you were having some communications. You find that the communications, they just go away. They're not there. The communication is not there. And then when you ask, you find that maybe that person turns out to be rude. And when that person turns out to be rude, on the other hand, the victim tends to be quiet. They tend to be quiet because they do not want to talk to the spouse because they are going to be rude for them. That's a red flag that you should not ignore, that should be acknowledged, that should be talked about in communication. But you find that what's going on is that most people do not communicate in their marriage. That communication part is broken in the marriage. And you find that when that communication part is broken in the marriage, so many things happen because it all starts from those little things. Those little things of appreciations, they go away. Those little things of not wanting the best for your partner. Those little things of talking down about your spouse, or maybe just belittling them and not acknowledging them as your equal. No, it doesn't necessarily mean that when you acknowledge your spouse as an equal means that as a man your position has been taken. No, when you lift, what I know is that when you lift others up, you are able to rise up. But when you take people down, especially someone who is your spouse and someone who you depend on, you find that the way they stoop down is how you are going to stoop low. That is how I see it, especially in a marriage, because I believe that a marriage is a union of two people whereby you are supposed to come together and work together for the best of your family. So I feel very bad when I see this young girl. She was only 25 years old and her life has been cut short. And I understand by just listening to the media and the siblings when they were being interviewed, they were saying that this man was getting everything from that girl, everything. He was in control of everything, but still that was not enough. and he went ahead and cut short her life. So you find that even not even talking about those red flags that happen in a marriage, and people say that I am not going to leave because of children, I am not going to leave, especially in the African setting, you find that when you leave your marriage, you live, and there is that stigma associated with you leaving your marriage. And you find that most of the time people will be saying, oh, this person, they got married to this person, now they have left. And you feel like maybe you will not find another sweeter, or maybe you feel like that life is not going to go on if you do not have that person. But what I am here to tell you is that there is life after separation. There is life after divorce. There is life even when you're single and you have kids. There's life ahead of you. So do not sit there and wait for the separation will be when you are being put down 6 foot. No, do not wait. When you see that those red flags are there, there is no communication, there is infidelity coming in. Even the Bible condemns infidelity. If you see that the way you were in the beginning, because every marriage starts with a lot of love, calling each other, texting each other. You cannot stay for a while without seeing each other. But then when you see that all that is breaking down, everything is breaking down, there is no communication, there is no texting. You can stay a whole day and you do not talk to each other. Or maybe someone comes in the door and they don't even say hi. Then you should know that something is definitely wrong. If you cannot trust someone, trust issues are another thing whereby you find that that person is doing their own thing and they are not letting you know what they are doing. Those are things that you should be able to address. And if you address those things and nothing is going on, then it's time to get out. If someone maybe decides they will be beating you up, or they will not be helping you, or they will just not be contributing to the best of that marriage, then what are you doing there? I do not advocate for people to be divorced or to leave their marriage, but if it goes to an extent that a person is going to end up killing you, then I don't see the reason why you should be there. You should move on, move out, because there's life beyond there. I understand that that little girl wanted to move out and move back to her parents, but that did not see light. And that is not the only marriage that has happened, and people have been killed. These killings are happening almost every day. They are happening almost every day. So what are we missing? There are so many challenges that are going on in life, especially post-COVID. So many things, jobs have gone down, people have shut down their businesses, and life is just unbearable. But that does not mean that you will stay there and wait to be killed, or wait to be beaten every day, or wait to be meaned by your spouse, because you cannot move on. If you feel like you're not safe, then it is time to get out. You know, here in the US, it's a little bit different, because there's a lot of women empowerment and kids empowerment. And maybe someone might say that maybe I'm talking about that because I live here in the US. But I look at it like it doesn't matter whether it's in the US or it's in Africa or wherever, marriage is the same. If someone has become abusive, if there is no respect in that marriage, if there is no trust, if there is infidelity, what else are you waiting for to happen? What else are you waiting for? I think it's a high time for everyone, because everybody can be abused. Even a man can be abused. If you feel like deep down in your heart that it is not working, and you have tried all the levels, you have gone for counseling, you have done everything, and it is not working, do not stay there and wait to be killed. Another thing, you find that sometimes it could be mental health. Someone is sick, but you did not realize that they got sick. So it is always good to watch for those signs of depression, especially when someone was very active, they were doing their work, and now they just want to be confined. They want to sleep all day. They are not doing anything. Hmm? Or maybe they're just their behaviors. Look at the behavior of your spouse and see what has changed. And if you continue seeing a same trend, or maybe someone has been sleeping all day, or maybe they are smoking more than they smoked before, or maybe they are drinking more, then those are signs of depression. It is a high time that you went and sought medical help, because some of these things are happening because of mental health. But you find that, especially in Africa, mental health is a stigma. It is something that is associated with stigma. But you find that we have to rise up beyond stigma. We have to rise up beyond acknowledging our problems and seeking help. Because if we do not seek help, these problems will continue happening, and there is nothing much that we will do about it. They will still continue happening. So don't think about your kids if you want to live. Don't think about finances if you want to live. Don't think about what the society is going to say if you want to live. Do not think about what your family members say if you're going to leave. If it's time to leave, just get out. Do not wait to put your life in danger, or someone comes and cuts your hands. Someone comes and just mutilates your face because you want to keep the marriage. This is not the century whereby that you had to stay married. It's not like the time that our parents or our grandparents had to stay, even if they were beaten up, even if they were treated like slaves, they still stayed because they had nowhere to go. The world has evolved. So if you are there and you are going through something that you feel like it is unrepairable in your marriage, and you sense that there is danger, do not stay there. Life is too precious. Actually, life does not have a rehearsal. Life is very precious, and you never get. It's the only thing that you can never get twice. It is the only thing that you cannot get twice. That is one of the things. You only have three things that you can never get twice. You're only born once. Life, you only get one life, and you only die once. So, my people, I know that those people who listen to what I am saying, those people who support me, if you are there, or anyone else who is watching this video, and you feel like you are in danger, do not stay there. If you are there and you feel like your spouse has changed, there's something that's going on, tell them to seek help, because some of it is happening because of mental health, which we do not acknowledge, and then we can live a better life. But I'm not saying that you should just wake up and leave your marriage before without a reason. What I'm saying is that if you sense that there is danger, there is always life beyond. There is always life beyond getting. Separation. There is always life beyond divorce. People have been successful. People, single mothers have raised their children. Single dads have raised their children. So if you feel that you're not happy, or things are not going the way that they were going before, pack your bags and go. There's a God who lives, and that God is going to provide for you and your children, and you will be safe, and you will live to see your children grow. So until next time, thank you for watching this session. This is Charity's Bubble. If you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe to my channel, share this video, and God bless you and stay safe.